It's been 2 months and we've got the itch. So we're heading to Prescott, Arizona. And it's been a long time since we've been there, so it'll be fun to check out Watson Lake and do a little hiking and maybe ride our bikes a little bit. We drive across the Mogollon Rim at 7,500 feet, and we're heading down to Prescott at about 5,000 feet, or a mile high. The Verde Valley lives up to its name of being green, being right along the Verde River. So much for clear sailing. We were 20 minutes from getting to the campground and ran into this. Mike noticed all the fire trucks, so he checked the Watch Duty app to see what was going on, and it wasn't a very big fire. But with a bad drought and high winds, they just stopped everything, but we were going again in a little over an hour. Stick around and we'll share with you the hash knife Pony Express that this statue represents. Then we were in the granite dells that Prescott, Arizona is known for. We enjoyed Point of Rocks RV Campground because you could walk directly from the campground down to Watson Lake in the granite dells. They have pretty awesome campsites overlooking the different rocks. We appreciated the rain after all the dryness that there's been and the fires. Between campsites 68 and 69, you can walk directly to Watson Lake. It's about a half-mile walk down. It's part of the Watson Lake Circle, which is 5.5 miles around the lake. Some of it's a little bit difficult through the rocks. And then there's also the Circle Prescott, which is 55 miles, and it can get pretty difficult. But we just walked down to the lake. I was surprised how much cooler it was in Prescott than it would be in Cottonwood. About 10 degrees. And it was pretty chilly in the mornings, but it felt good. And over to the left is the dam. Oops, I guess there's a boat ramp for kayaks, and then there's kayak rentals too. When we decided to live this nomadic life, we both agreed that if one of us had had enough, we would stop, settle down, and just take short trips. We were both getting pretty tired of constant long drives and planning. So we took a couple months, 2 months in Tucson and 2 months in Payson, just to see how we would feel about settling down after 11 years of not having a home base. We both got rested up, and wasn't long before we were getting the itch. We actually left Payson a week earlier than we needed to because we had the itch. There's some pretty cool sights up on top, and then the kids are riding their bikes, and it's actually kind of cool. It's their own private trail. It says it's a half-mile round trip, but you can put a lot more miles on just by, this is so cool in here. I don't know if you go, looks like you go around to the left. So there's white marks on the rocks because I didn't know where we were going. I think we're getting a better balance of traveling more quickly than 2 months in one place, but staying longer, at least a week. And we'll see how we feel after that. We found that if we take a day off to read a book in between our hiking and biking, that we're better off that way too. Don't fall down. Hang on to your hat. Now we're on a giant Jupiter trail to the granite overlooks through the alligator trees.
It's a big view from here, huh?
See the mountains off in the background.
By Flagstaff.
Is that Humphrey Peak?
Could be, huh? Oh.
All I know for now is that I feel fortunate that we both enjoy this life and that we have the ability to live it right now.
All the white dots.
We came to Prescott because the Peavine TRail. We hadn't been on our bikes much, and this was a great opportunity for us to get out on a trail, even if it was just a flat, easy one. Well, I don't know if you put your foot here and lift it. What? It just feels good to get outside and explore an area that we haven't been to in quite a few years. Yeah, lots of grebes and ducks. The Western Heritage Museum was really cool. We'll show you around a little bit. Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders in 1898.
Is it? I'll answer it right here on my phone.
It was fun to look at some of the silent movies that had been taped in the area. They were pumping out quite a few movies at the time with Tom Mix. Of course, we had to stop at Whiskey Row. It had burned down in the early 1900s, but it was quickly rebuilt, and one of the longest bars that the palace that has been in existence. Virgil and Wyatt Earp and his girlfriend or wife, Big Nose Kate, visited here frequently. Junior Bonner with Steve McQueen was actually taped in this building. It's a memorial to the Granite Mountain hotshots. We appreciate you coming along, and we always appreciate your comments.